Today is Monday, the 26th week in Ordinary Time. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. An argument arose among the disciples about which of them was the greatest. Jesus realized the intention of their hearts and took a child and placed it by his side and said to them, "Whoever receives this child in my name receives me, and whoever receives me receives the one who sent me. For the one who is least among all of you is the one who is the greatest." Then John said in reply, "Master, we saw someone casting out demons in your name, and we tried to prevent him because he does not follow in our company." Jesus said to him, "Do not prevent him, for whoever is not against you is for you." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Today's Gospel certainly can come into play when we think of parish life. Sometimes within our parishes, we want to assume greatness in terms of I'm in charge of this organization, or I'm in charge of that organization, or I minister and I volunteer and I do it more than everyone else. And we can kind of assume that role and that position of greatness, that I'm better than others because. And Jesus takes an innocent child, one of the ones in Jesus's time who would have been weakest, would have had nothing, and says, here's your example. You are to be servant. You're not about to aspire to greatness, but to serve and to be the least. And when you do that, you become the greatest. Why? Because when we become the least, we then seek out the ways of Jesus, and we open up ourselves more and more, I think, to Jesus, rather than, my position of power, my position of authority. I'm in charge of this group, or I'm in charge of that group, or my ministry is what is the most important. No, Jesus Christ is the most important. And when we open ourselves up to him and his ways, we learn that it's not about being in that position of honor, but it's rather serving the Lord. And, you might say, well, I'm the one that's better at it, not that person. But then Jesus is very clearly saying, if they too are proclaiming Jesus Christ, they are with us. So let us always seek the ways of Christ, which is the way of service and love.